Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Nishtita, and first up, the big news just coming in. FIR registered against ADGP P. Ravindranath. The top cop allegedly clicked pictures of girls on cell camera at a cafe in Bengaluru. Ravindranath was bashed up by the public and police yesterday for his lechi behavior. This is the big news that is just coming in. Now, after much hue and cry raised by the two girls who were allegedly harassed by this cop in plain clothes, an FIR has been registered against him. The man in question has been identified as ADGP P. Ravindranath. The top cop was allegedly clicking pictures of the girls on his cell phone at a cafe in Bengaluru. But when the girls as well as the public questioned him, he tried to defend himself. He was later beaten up by the public and handed over to the police. It was only when the senior police officials got involved in the case did they realize that the man in question, the accused, was indeed a cop himself and that he was an ADGP. Now, P. Ravindranath faces an FIR. Well, in fact, it was a shocking case where a senior IPS officer was caught engaging in questionable behavior and handed him over to the police. The IPS officer in question is P. Ravindranath, the ADGP. Well, the ADGP Ravindranath in Mufti walked into the Obope coffee shop on Cunningham Road at around 12 on Monday. On seeing the two girls seated at another table, he allegedly whipped out his phone and began clicking pictures and taking videos of them. The girls who noticed the man's suspicious behavior raised a hue and cry. A heated argument ensued between the man and the two girls, during which one of the girls allegedly slapped him. Let's listen to what the ADGP, the accused in question, had to say.
I was sipping coffee and my mobile phone and my purse was snatched by some other person. He is not connected with the girls, and that man makes allegations that I have taken photos. It is not the girls who make allegations. That man, he instigates them that he has taken photos. Then the girls become active. The girls incident, according to me, is not a big incident because girls have got every right for their privacy. But the point is, why the sub-inspector takes me to police station and why he allows my purse and mobile phone handed over to a private person who takes away my property. One is purse carrying money and the other mobile phone, which is government SIM. Those things one private person carries it, is a male person. And I am taken to police station. So my only point is sub-inspector should have taken the purse and the mobile phone into his custody and verify the matter, get the FIR registered. Let the law be moved into motion, legal action be taken. Instead of legal action being taken, physically I am taken to police station and I am put up in lockup. So for no fault of mine, and without any inquiry, I said, since you have arrested me, you make entries in the police search register. There is a procedure called police search register. After a person is put in lockup, his entries have to be taken. Please take my entries, sir. He says, no, this jurisdiction comes to Common Park police station. We cannot put entries, sir. It is the honor of few girls are involved. The women and girls must be honored. So it is everybody's duty. So I would like to fully cooperate with the Commissioner of Police if he registers the FIR. Without FIR being registered, all sorts of allegations, they won't have any value in court of law.
And well, the FIR has been registered now. My colleague Nabila has been tracking this story very closely and has even interacted with the ADGP a while back. Well, Nabila, what is the ADGP's explanation? It certainly doesn't go on to provide a valid explanation to the accusations that he faces.
Absolutely, then, Nishtita, the ADGP Ravindranath clearly denying the allegations made against him. He says that I wasn't up to any sort of mischief. I just finished a health checkup and I went and sat inside the cafe. And once I was inside the cafe, I was, just drinking coffee. And when one guy from above, I don't know from where, just jumped on top of me and shouted and accused me of clicking photographs of the girls. And because a third person alerted the girls got to know that Mr. Ravindranath allegedly was clicking pictures of the girls. So they quickly came in and snatched the phone from his hand. This is what has been alleged. But Ravindranath clearly admits that the entire situation did happen. But he says that he did not click click photographs. He did not click any photographs. When he admits that a situation like that took place, and he also admitted that the police came and they caught him and they put him behind bars, we don't understand why even a junior level constable would arrest him without any proof at that moment. So clearly pictures were taken on his phone, but he outrightly denies it, and now he comes down to saying that he's gone to court arrest right now. He's just reaching High Grounds police station. He says, I'm going to surrender myself, and he's going to surrender himself not because he's guilty, not because he feels that he is guilty, only because he feels that surrendering himself now will make the police carry out a more fair and fair investigation on the case there, Nishita. So as of now, clearly Ravindranath is denying the entire allegation against him, and he's gone to surrender himself at the High Ground police station, saying that he does not want any sort of pressure on the police to carry out any fair investigation. So he's just going to be sitting there inside the cell, and let's see how fair the investigation would be, considering he's quite a senior ranked officer there, Nishita.
Right, absolutely. And speaking of the investigations itself, Nabila, are we looking at the police officials seeking the CCTV footage in this eatery? It is one of the more popular eateries in the city. We can assume that they have a CCTV camera. Probably that could clear out things and could tell us who is telling the truth and who is not.
Right, about the CCTV footage, the police are not making any statement on that with regards to that. We even asked the police about the CCTV footage, and the only statement that the only thing that they reply is with investigations are underway. We are going to be looking at every aspect of the case, and we will be making sure that fair investigation will be carried out. That's all is what we get from the police officers. In fact, we tried to get in touch with Bachao, but he was also he was quite busy with a meeting. There seems to be quite a number of meetings that have been carried out since morning, since the news broke out, and a lot of meetings are being held by senior level cops to try and break down this particular allegation and see what could be done. We're only waiting for a word from DG Bachao, and only then we'll be able to give you any further information there, Nishita.
Right, thank you for joining us with all those details. Well, soon after the cop was allegedly caught taking pictures of the girls, an argument had broken out, and one of the girls even slapped him. Well, soon after which angry members of the public intervened and called the police. The man was taken to the High Grounds police station, and this even as the police were not aware that the man in question was a cop. At the High Grounds police station, senior police officers intervened and let the ADGP walk free from the police station. The distressed girls then approached the Cubbon Park police, who have now filed an FIR against Ravindranath. They too did not know that the man was an ADGP, but now that an FIR has been registered, official investigations will kickstart.
I said, since you have arrested me, you make entries in the police search register. There is a procedure called police search register. After a person is putting lockup, his entries have to be taken. Please take my entries, sir. He says, no, this jurisdiction comes.
Meanwhile, in some bizarre news, 2 children who were born soon after Narendra Modi took oath have been named after the Prime Minister himself. The kids who were born at the Cheluvamba Hospital in Mysore were named Narendra Krishna Modi and Tanmay Modi. The naming ceremony was performed by former Minister S.A. Ramdas. He also doled out free clothes and promised free education to the children. Ramdas also promised to provide employment to the parents. The child belonging to the couple Krishna and Shalini was named as Narendra Krishna, while the girl child born to Madhukar and Uma was named Tanmay. Well, there we have it. Support for Narendra Modi. A tad too much there, as the couple has now named their newborn baby after Narendra Modi, and the couple was named by former Minister S.A. Ramdas and BJP leader. S.A. Ramdas has gone on to donate a few clothes to the poor couple as well, and has assured them jobs, as these 2 children were born soon after Narendra Modi took oath as the Prime Minister of the country. Their names have also been named after the Prime Minister. And meanwhile, the results of Karnataka CET 2014 has been announced. The results were announced by Higher Education Minister R.V. Deshpande. The first rank in medical goes to Girija Agarwal, who has managed to score 93.88% at an average, who studied in Narayana PU College in C.V. Raman Nagar in Bengaluru. The second rank holder is Neha HP, who has managed to secure 91% at an average. She is a student of MES PU College in Malleshwaram. In engineering, the first rank holder is Srinidhi Prabhu. He has managed to secure the first rank with an average of 96%. Well, there we have it. The toppers from Bengaluru. Surely these toppers have been making heads turn. A lot of effort that has gone in, and now their effort fructifies.